How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit, it's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these youngins pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man, on this Wednesday? You know what I'm saying? We out here. It is what? August 28th. We already almost to September, and September 10th, y'all, where the debate of all debates is going to go down. So I'm hoping y'all ready for that. It is your boy, Mr. Provoked Thoughts. If it's your first time coming in, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we can get more people up in here. We're trying to get to a certain place, and we need you, baby. We need you. So a little bit about today. It's been some interesting news over the past 24 hours, of course. We found out that Jack Smith is back on his bullshit with Trump, and he's actually re-indicting him yet again. You know, right before the presidential debate, right before the election, it's supposed to be 90 days, I guess 60 days or whatever, before people start voting. I guess he said, screw it, like they say, screw the law, I'm the law anyway. So dealing with that, of course, we've had these two wonderful endorsements of Robert F. Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard. We got Kamala Harris saying that she's going to build a border wall, man. It's crazy. It's a lot going on. A lot going on with this, man. You know, we got rules changing in the debate. She want to move the goalposts, but then finally she accepts it, and it's going to be the same debate that destroyed her mentor in stupidness, Joe Biden. So we're going to enjoy that live on September 10th. We will all be watching it together. I think we'll do it the same way. We'll have our pregame, and then we'll have our after show where people will tell us what we think. We did really good numbers that night, so I would really love to do that. Y'all let me know if that's something that we should do. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Also, back into some stuff that we haven't talked about in a while. You know, the YSL trial, of course, is back in session. Lil Woody, who has been on the stand for over 2 months now, is now getting cross-examined by the defense. And, you know, all that talking that he was doing, he ain't doing right now. You know, they asking him some crucial questions that's putting him in the car with the people that shot Big Nut and everything. He is as quiet as a church mouse. And it's kind of suspicious. It's a little funky, if you ask me. You know, I'm under the impression that he might have had a little something to do with Mr. Big Nut, whatever the heck his name is, Jonathan Thomas. And I believe that he had something to do with that, you know. And we got Young Thug sitting up here for 2 years in custody for absolutely nothing. If y'all can remember, Young Thug put on a dress one time, a dress like his grandmama with some pearls and a church hat looking like Ricky Smiley. But we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, free my man's. You know, I don't know what that was about. I remember it well, but I don't know what it was about. So we're gonna leave that alone, and we'll talk about other little business. But since we've been sitting here, and I've been running my little mouth, let's go ahead and bring up my boy Noob so we can go ahead and get this thing cracking. What is going on, sir? Sorry, I did it again. What's going on, Noobs?
He did it, man.
Yeah. I I pulled up your footage instead of you. You know, of course.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that light skinned lady ain't noobs. What's really going on?
How do you know? That might be me.
I've seen you, man. You light skinned, but you ain't no lady.
Well, I just identify as noobs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a noob one. Put that shit on the application, man, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a noobs, you damn right. You got a problem
Yeah.
with that shit? I'm a
So
noob.
yeah, I've been thinking for a while that Lil Woody probably had something to do with it, and then lately, of course, now the dude's got immunity, so he can just come right out and say, "Hey, man, I did the whole thing,"
Case
and
dismissed. Like, oh shit. What?
yeah, not guilty.
Oh God, that would be crazy.
you
Because
know,
he's the only reason why they done had this man up here for 2 months is because he's the star witness. He was supposed to be that person that put everybody together, and he couldn't recall a damn thing. And he told people that he was just a habitual liar. This was what I do. I wake up every morning and lie.
yeah. And I mean, I don't even understand how the people in the room could follow what Little Woody was saying when he was getting interrogated by the cops, because holy crap.
Dude, he was all over the place, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
they were just writing down every other word.
Yeah, exactly right. Every other word is about right.
And I'm telling you, he was just naming names, and it wasn't Steele that actually questioned him that it got intense. It was the bald-headed guy.
Right.
And at the end, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, oh shit, you did it. You really did that shit. I mean, he was quiet as shit. And I was like, oh my God, why is he so quiet? Why ain't he talking that crap now? Why ain't he saying I don't recall now? Now all of a sudden he answering questions because it's hitting close to home. They didn't know how to hit close to home. They was trying to pin it on somebody else. And he knows, Lil Woody know how to pin some shit on somebody else.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's gonna have to find another hood to be in.
Man, he can't go back home. He gonna have to do some reverse illegal immigration and go to Venezuela.
Yeah, or I hope he likes old cars. You can go out there to Cuba or something.
I swear to God,
hang out with that other dude that's out there.
Oh my goodness, man, for real. And if y'all hear any laughter in the background, any chuckles, man, I got my very special individual with me today.
Whose name shall not be uttered online.
Right. She's an anonymous person. She is Boothang for right now.
Pay no attention to the woman behind the green curtain.
Right. She might say something. She might say hello. She might even chime in. She just hit me when I said some shit about Big Nut. And I'm like, you can't do that on the live. That throws me off. I'll stop talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop talking. We can't have that. So when it comes down to all of this, like all of this stuff is connected, man. This ties so deeply into that Georgia Trump case with Fani Willis because her hands is all over this, and it just goes to show you that she will look past the person that actually did some shit to get whoever she feel like she want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's crazy because you want Young Thug for some shit that this man did, gave him immunity, and I'm telling you, Woody, I feel sorry for an individual like that, but then it's like, man,
I don't know, man. I don't know if I feel sorry for him because
I feel bad about the situation, because but what I found out is he robbed that man. He robbed Big Nut. He broke in his car and stole his chain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they was talking about today. I was like, oh shit, you off the hook, bro.
Well, isn't that kind of like stealing the mascot of the high school that's next to you or something?
We got to go get this shit back, but they don't come back like they don't do the panty raid.
Yeah.
They do another kind of raid with bullets and drive-bys and shit.
Yeah, and who leaves that shit in their car?
Look, it sounded like it was a bunch of stupid.
I know, right? I know, and so and this is why I have a hard time feeling sorry for Lil Woody.
But the thing of it is that we done seen a lot of stupid people doing stupid. That's what we talk about, like stupid people doing stupid shit. And how in the hell? But it's not a laughing matter, man, because it just goes to show the actual injustices that is befalling our country. Because this is an injustice. You didn't have it figured out. You shouldn't have arrested that man. You shouldn't have had him locked up for 2 years.
Yeah, I don't understand the amount of time that.
Right. He a rapper and he a prima donna. The man was living in a mansion and they snatched him up off the streets. Once you go to a mansion, you automatically become bougie. It's automatic. You don't want to go back to all. I'm talking about this. That's a long climb down. Now, if you're from the hood and you go to jail, it's a little bit of a difference because you already damn near in jail. But if you all the way up in a fucking mansion somewhere on a hill, eating shrimps and shit, and somebody come knock on your door, we taking you to the fucking county lockup. Like what?
Yep. Well, and that's why
Mama Susan on our way.
That's why Young Thug says he's not taking a plea deal because and I don't remember if we talked about this last time or not, but if he has a felony record, then he can't go and tour overseas.
Right. They fucking with his money, and like I said, it's all fanny miscorruption.
Yep. And this is another one of those BS RICO cases because they couldn't get anybody in Thug's crew or anybody else's crew on actual crimes with legitimate evidence, and so they have to make up this bullshit.
And they go find the people that committed the crimes to tell on the person that they can't figure out the crime.
And that's why this entire prosecution team out of Fannie Willis's DA office in Fulton County, Georgia, look like a bunch of high school kids during an amateur hour. They don't have their shit together. They're not ready when they come to court. They constantly lie to the court and are not held accountable. It's a clown show.
Oh man, it's crazy as hell. And Attorney Steele said it best. He was like, I haven't been in this business. I ain't never dealt with nothing like this.
I know. That dude is pulling his hair out every day.
He's like, I've been in this business for 30 years. And what is going on here?
Yep. And, I think he's really good about saying, because, even when Judge Whitmer makes a ruling that just doesn't pass the smell test, he will say, hey, Judge, I'm not trying to change the ruling or anything. However, I need for, the portion that I'm about to say, plus the case files that I have to reference entered in for the repeals process in case this should go that direction. And so he's been really good about that.
Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I would love, if I was to ever get in trouble, I would need somebody like Steele. That's a dogged attorney.
Yep.
And so is old girl, what's her name? Merchant. Oh,
Ashley Merchant. Everybody's butthole puckered up whenever she showed up.
She walked in the door, but the only thing that was missing for her was fucking theme music. She walked in there like, nope, you ain't finna do this. Nope, you ain't finna do that. That shit against the law. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know the difference between the contempts. She made that judge look like an idiot.
And not just that, but there's a piece of that we don't see. And from Judge Glanville's perspective, when Ashley Merchant walked into that courtroom, he saw in his mind the other 60 lawyers that are with that woman walk in behind her.
You think he sharded himself?
Oh, dude. I think he just realized that, oh, shit, it's getting real now.
You can say that burger he had at lunch was like,
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna have to do more than just walk out of the room in order to get by with the bullshit that I've been doing.
They fired him and his comfort dog. Like, get your ass out of here with this damn what is it? What do they call it? Special what do they call it?
What?
When you have a animal, a support animal.
Oh. Yeah.
It was a support animal and shit. Yeah.
And so, I think there was some sharding going on. And I think there was probably, now that this stuff is that Lil Woody is coming out with, particularly where the ex parte meeting is concerned, if that continues to go in any particular direction, then Glanville has the potential of being called as a witness in any appeal.
Mm-hmm.
And if that happens, this is why I kind of have a warm fuzzy about this case going to a not guilty verdict.
Right, because
And
on appeal,
right.
on appeal, there might be an indictment of Glanville.
Yeah, on appeal, they could lose control.
Right, because that's where all exculpatory evidence comes in. Every last drop of it.
Yep. And so, when they start asking questions about, how did this happen and how did that happen and everything else, and somebody gets on the stand and say, I'm not sure, you'd have to ask, Chief Judge Glanville those questions. Ooh.
Yeah, like shit. But it's crazy because you got a man that's telling you that he's a liar. That was the first thing. I'm like, damn, he telling you he's a liar. I'm like, how narcissistic is that? I'm like, how crazy is that?
Mm-hmm.
I lie. That's what I do. I just wake up in the morning and I just tell lies. And I tell anybody anything to get out of any situation at any time. Damn.
As long as you let me walk out the door, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
I'm like, you a piece of shit. I'm like, I wouldn't trust nothing around you. Nothing. I'm talking about he the type of person you can't have no money around, sitting around, laying around, none of that shit. I mean, you shouldn't do it anyway. But at the end of the day, you couldn't leave money around. Dollar bills and $100, whatever the hell. And
you are not going to make me believe that. So I already heard from Fannie Willis herself that all black people keep $10,000 like in the sofa or under the bed.
Really?
Yeah, man. She's the one that said it in court, no less. And so she can't be lying. She's a district attorney.
Yeah, that was another crazy Atlanta, Georgia court scene. Like, it's all a lie. You lied about this. And I'm like, y'all got this woman in power?
Yeah.
And you lied about this and you lied about that. The only thing a man can do for me, I'm like, what did you say about me? She just, oh my God, she dogged out more than time. I'm like, damn, you sound like a whole just.
Yep. But her daddy, the one with no address.
Yeah, the one no job, no address, stay on a couch.
That's right. He's her character witness.
Right. He's like, black people. Oh, it's a black thing. Keeping money in the mattress. Well, my black ass.
Yeah, so that's two people that have confirmed.
You keep money in your mattress?
Yeah, so
a little bit, couple dollars, but not in your mattress.
No, I got a shoebox. But when she say mattress, she's not.
No, she said she keep money under her mattress. It's a black thing.
Yeah. I got a shoebox.
This is what our black asses do. Well, if you don't put your shit in the mattress, like Joe Biden said, you ain't black.
Uncle Pete put it in his TV.
Now here, the thing with with women put it in their shoe boxes is that, man, you're gonna have to have a lot of time to find the right freaking shoe box. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's very, very true. Very,
and they don't even just put shoes in them either, because she already admitted to putting cash in it. They got their precious moments that they don't want nobody to know about in a shoebox stuffed in the closet. Everybody thinks it's got
makeup and shit.
Yep.
This is my makeup box right here. What the fuck? This is my bill box right here. Bills? Damn.
Yep. Dude, she got weed somewhere too. I bet you she got weed.
Yeah, I swear to God. Like, what you doing with a pound? Like, good Lord, what did you do with a pound of weed in a shoebox?
Right next to the precious moments.
I mean, that's how some of the precious moments get made. Shit.
Yeah, yep, binge shopping. I got Doritos and Home Shopping Network. This is all I need.
Love letters and shit, all type of crazy. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, and it's crazy because, like I said, when it comes to Young Thug, I feel bad for him. I really do. Now, he's one I feel bad for.
Yeah. I don't know him from Adam, but just what I've seen from this trial and everything else. Oh man, I don't know. It seemed to me like he is somebody that, if he were thinking about, taking out Nut or, any he would have on his mind, if I do this and I get caught, then that's the end of my record label. And so, but again, I don't know him from Adam.
But they literally turned his record label into a gang. The courts did.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yes, that is their mission right now, is to try to turn,
Was you at YSL and Lil Woody like YSL a record label? I know what y'all talking about. This record label. Y'all done made it there.
Yep. And so we've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So that was the whole R. Kelly thing.
And in my mind, it's the Fulton County District Attorney's Office that that we have a RICO gripe against, because they're the ones that are over there blatantly breaking the law to try to get a conviction. And it's an organization that's doing this.
You know, if you say it loud enough, you might summon Nissimo.
I know, right? If you say her name three times, she'll
hear you from Texas, and next thing you know, she on the live. Like, who sent you a link? What the fuck?
Yep, she's somewhere listening right now, just giggling her ass off.
Nisi, you better chime in, Nisi, if you're anywhere. Come talk to her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the Nissimo comes on, she starts doing that thing, and I can go, take a smoke break or whatever, because it takes her a good 7 minutes. Dun. Did we get disconnected?
No, we didn't.
Oh, you got disconnected.
Yeah. yeah. Leave me alone, man. Shit, I'm trying. Jesus Christ.
You were expecting a longer sentence.
I mean, you did me like Joe Biden did Trump in the debate.
That's all right. You've caught me like that before too, so I don't even feel sorry for you.
Like news, where you over there?
Yeah, like out of nowhere, just out there, just blasting away, and then all of a sudden the video stops. Like, Noobs, what do you think about that? It's like, oh fuck, man.
Like I'm over here dying. Need a new lung, whatever.
Yep. All right, so what you got for us now? We've been sitting here BSing for 24 minutes.
Well, I plan on starting it off, because we got a brand new Puppet Gate.
Oh, there we go.
And shout out to my man Puppet Gate. If you're anywhere out there, keep doing what you're doing. You're very, very good at what you do. And I don't want you to ever stop, sir. And we are going to go back about a week or so to the DNC via Puppet Gate. It's going to be hilarious.
Biden.
Corn pop.
Hello, and welcome to Puppet Gate News. I'm your host, Greston Newsley, and let's cut to the chase. The DNC is happening right now in Chicago, and Planned Parenthood is offering free vasectomies and free abortions. Vasectomies. Now, that's one decision you can't pull out of. Let's take a look at the bus where they're performing the surgeries.
Welcome to the Planned Parenthood's Death Bus. Our founder, Margaret Sanger, whom we disavowed because she was racist and wanted to exterminate the black race, would be so proud of us. We call this population control, one lib at a time. So, the Democrat Party has mandated that all its members and all its voters either get a vasectomy or be castrated. Most of them already are, so we're really just getting the last few. We're making a vast difference in family planning. Snip, snip, hooray!
Yikes. That was painful to watch. Give the liberals 2 generations and they'll be extinct. Speaking of painful to watch, here are some highlights of Joe Biden's shout fest at the DNC.
That was my daughter. I love you. January 6th. Democracy. Get off my lawn. Tiki torches. White supremacists. Ku Klux Klan. Fine people on both sides. Suckers and losers. Hate and violence. Bloodbath. This isn't a hyperbole. Middle class. Cat ladies. COVID pandemic. We beat Big Pharma. Menthol cigarettes for everyone. Record inflation. Kamala Harris. Communism. 16 million new jobs, 81 million votes, Donald Trump, Orange Man bad, convicted felon, and so much more.
Biden.
Corn Pop.
That's right, Joe.
You know, sometimes I wonder what is going on over there at Puppet Gate.
Hey, the only thing I know is that corn pop guy is a bad dude.
He came up there and whooped that ass. Like he was talking all of this shit about how he was. Oh my God, talking all of that crap, man. That's crazy. But shout out once again to Puppet Gate. Make sure you go over there and like, share, subscribe, man. They are really, really good at what they do. They got a whole bunch of content. So go check it out if you choose to. Yes, yes, yes. So if it's anybody out there that want to go ahead and jump in and you're just being quiet, I don't know, I'll just throw a link out there for you guys. So,
hey, and tell Puppet Gate that Provoked Thought sent you.
Right on. Yeah, tell everybody in the comments and everything so they can come see me.
You got two corn pops in the background down there.
Huh?
Got two corn pops down there.
Ah, shit.
Backstage.
Okay. All right. They ain't got to know the business.
Well, I know you had something else up there, so I wanted you to be aware of it before you tried to bring it up.
What you trying to say? You trying to say I don't know what I'm doing?
I'm saying you fat fingered a mouse button.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. Yeah, so you know that's some behind the scenes shit. We'll talk about that in our after show meeting. Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. So another thing that happened, of course, is that we are amidst a debate. It's going to happen.
Maybe.
It's going to happen.
Where do you think it'll happen first? Where do you think the next debate will actually be?
It'll be on the 10th.
On the 10th? Given by who?
ABC.
Ugh.
Yep. And you know what? I'm not even worried about it. That makes for more entertainment. Because the thing about it is that it's people that watch ABC simply because they like shows on their network that's clearly like Republican and all that stuff. And those are going to be the people that's going to be tuned in. They probably don't even watch ABC other than that because they get their news from Fox. You know, I like stuff on NBC, but I'll be damned if I watch their news.
Yeah, I don't even have cable TV anymore.
And what happens is what happened to CNN. CNN is trying to go closer to the middle every single day. It's crazy. Have you been watching them or hearing anything?
I have, but I don't know if it's them trying to get closer to the middle or, just realizing, and doing the math and going, man, this just is not adding up. And so they know that at some point, because they're starting to slowly learn that they're going to get called out for the BS. And I mean, if you haven't lost faith in these networks already, just wait until after this election cycle is over with.
Right. And the crazy thing is like with all the things that you've actually done to the man, now you finna start the shit all over again with the indictment shit. You're gonna bring that shit back. Don't nobody give a fuck. If anything, you're gonna piss everybody off. Like you need to stop picking on him because right now you picking on him and shit. It's like, dude, bro.
So do you think we should start a pool and see if this, this new indictment, I mean, given that everything that they've done so far has just been blatant, and this is just the most blatant move of all of them. Do you think this will actually gain any traction?
It might not have to because we got to think about it. He gets sentenced on the 13th, I believe.
Well, Maybe. That's
And
still up in the air.
and they so fucking stupid that they'll probably try to put him in jail.
I don't know. Well, if that's the case, then why are they trying to re-indict him?
Because they're stupid. We went over this. They're stupid. Have you
But
known?
what I'm saying is, if they have a plan to adjudicate him and put him in jail on the 13th, then why would they even bother trying to re-indict?
See, because the issue is they would be able to put him in jail, I believe, but they wouldn't be able to keep him there. Something would happen to where they would have to let him go.
Yeah, well,
immediately. And what it is, they always want you to see a person take the perp walk.
Yeah, I think they know they don't have any traction with the current court case, and so that's why they're trying to re-indict. But that's just my opinion.
And then on top of all of that, it's clear unadulterated election interference.
Absolutely,
that's
what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. You want to give Kamala Harris a talking point.
Yep.
Because she
needs them desperately. Yeah.
All her talking points are not turning into his.
Yep.
And you think they can't see that shit? Every last one of her talking points is starting. No tax on tips. We're gonna build a border wall.
Well, and let's not even, she's still putting that out there that, Project 2025 is something to do with Trump. So CNN called her out on that bullshit.
He's going to eat her alive.
Oh, my goodness. And now, with Tulsi Gabbard talking in his ear before he goes up there, she's like the fucking coach in Rocky, man. She's going to be over there. She's got the towel wrapped around him. She's going to be rubbing his shoulders, She's like, all right, go in there and fucking get up.
Slap him on his ass and get him up there. Have a good debate, damn it.
Yep, that girl came from the military. So despite, what you like or dislike about her, yeah, that's going to be
awesome, man.
Yep.
Even just the way that she beat down Kamala Harris in that debate. And do you have that? Can you pull that up?
I could, but I mean, there's 1,000 different versions of that.
We're going to do it for the one time. She ended this woman's career, and it didn't make any sense as to why they even allowed any of this. It's so crazy. Let me see. So,
you find it first.
I got it.
All right.
I got it. So I'll bring that in just a second. If it will act right this time, because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
just you be sure.
It's been acting a little weird. We're gonna try to do a screen share. If that don't work, we'll just move it.
Okay, there you go.
There it is. Okay, good deal. I don't know what that was about. So let's go.
It's unfortunate that we have someone on the stage who is attempting to be the Democratic nominee for president of the United States, who during the Obama administration spent 4 years full-time on Fox News criticizing President Obama.
That's
who
ridiculous,
has spent full-time criticizing people on this stage as affiliated with the Democratic Party. When Donald Trump was elected,
it's not even
to
do it.
Sworn in, buddied up to Steve Bannon to get a meeting with Donald Trump in the Trump Tower. Fails to call a war criminal by what he is as a war criminal, and then spends full time during the course of this campaign, again, criticizing the Democratic Party. What we need on the stage in November is someone who has the ability to win. And by that, we need someone on that stage who has the ability to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump, and someone who has the ability to rebuild the Obama coalition and bring the party and the nation together. I believe I am that candidate.
Thank you, Senator. Congresswoman Gabbard, I'll give you a chance to respond.
What Senator Harris is doing is
let me clear my throat.
To traffic in lies and smears and innuendos because she cannot challenge the substance of the argument that I'm making, the leadership and the change that I'm seeking to bring in our foreign policy, which only makes me guess that she will, as president, continue the status quo, continue the Bush-Clinton-Trump foreign policy of regime change wars, which is deeply destructive. This is personal to me because I served in Iraq. I left my seat in the state legislature in Hawaii, volunteered to deploy to Iraq, where I served in a medical unit where every single day I saw the terribly high human cost of war. I take very seriously the responsibility that the president has to serve as commander-in-chief, to lead our armed forces, and to make sure always, no, I'm not going to put party interests first. I will put the interests of the American people above all else.
Congresswoman. I want to briefly give Senator Harris a final second to respond.
I believe that needs right now is a nominee who can speak to all people. I spent my entire career.
She can't even speak.
Courtroom speaking 5 words, Kamala Harris for the people. And it was about all the people, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of where they live geographically, regardless of the party with which they're registered to vote or the language their grandmother speaks. We need someone.
She ain't even talking about nothing.
Nope.
What was that? That was one of them salads.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Diversion.
Add some ranch.
On this debate stage in November, who has the ability to unify the country and to win the election. And I believe, again, I am that candidate.
Thank you, Senator.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? That is horrible. Terrible. Awful. That's a terrible awful. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how I can. Oh, my God. She think you got to come a long way. And it's not like this woman has done a myriad of interviews. She just hasn't. She can't, you know, Democrats can't handle hardball.
Is it hardball or is it just like, you know, facts?
Yeah.
You know, because yeah, people ask, you know, hard questions, but that's expected. And I realize that, you know, one of the people in this conversation won't even come out of her airplane to meet her own press corps, you know, but I think it's because she doesn't have anything of substance to talk about. So she knows they're going to ask her policy questions. Are those tough questions? No, but they're questions that she should have answers to, and she doesn't. And so she doesn't want to be put in the spotlight. She doesn't want to be put into a position where she has to answer a question that she knows nothing about and hasn't considered before and have to backwalk later. And so she's just trying to avoid the whole thing. And she's doing that Joe Biden, you know, politics from the basement kind of dealio, just so that she doesn't stick her foot in her mouth. Yeah.
Heavily promoted by these fools.
Yeah, but the image is fading.
It's going away, man. Now this is what I wanted to get to. This is the murder scene.
There's a couple of them.
You have also been quite critical of Vice President Biden's policies on race, specifically on the issue of busing in the 1970s, having benefited from busing when you were a young child. Vice President Biden says that your current position on busing, you're opposed to federally mandated busing, that position is the same as his position. Is he right?
That is simply false. And let's be very clear about this. When Vice President Biden was in the United States Senate working with segregationists to oppose busing, which was the vehicle by which we would integrate America's public schools. Had I been in the United States Senate at that time, I would have been completely on the other side of the aisle. And let's be clear about this. Had those segregationists their way, I would not be a member of the United States Senate. Cory Booker would not be a member of the United States Senate. And Barack Obama would not have been in a position to nominate him to the title he now holds.
See that?
And so on that issue, we could not be more apart, which is that the vice president has still failed to acknowledge that it was wrong to take the position that he took at that time. Now, I would like to also talk about this conversation about Eric Garner, because I too met with his mother. And one of the things that we've got to be clear about is that this president of the United States, Donald Trump, while he has been in office, has quietly been allowing the United States Department of Justice to shut down consent decrees, to stop pattern and practice investigations. On that case, we also know that the Civil Rights Division, this is important, the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice said charges should have been filed, but this United States Department of Justice usurped, and I believe it is because that president did not want those charges to go forward, and they overrode a decision by the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice. Under my administration, the Civil Rights Division will reign, and there will be independent investigations.
I want to give you a chance to respond to what Senator Harris just said.
When Senator Harris was the Attorney General for 8 years in the state of California, there were two of the most segregated school districts in the country, in Los Angeles and in San Francisco. And she did not, like, I didn't see a single solitary time
that man
she
ain't
brought a
so
case
damn
against them to
fast.
desegregate them. Secondly, she also was in a situation where she had a police department when she was there that in fact was abusing people's rights. And the fact was that she, in fact, was told by her own people, that her own staff, that she should do something about and disclose to defense attorneys like me that you, in fact, have been, the police officer did something that did not give you information that would exculpate your client. She didn't do that. She never did it. And so what happened? Along came a federal judge and said, enough, enough, and he freed 1,000 of these people. If you doubt me, Google 1,000 prisoners freed, Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Vice President Biden.
Damn, Biden shit.
That is simply not true. And as Attorney General of California, where I ran the second largest Department of Justice in the United States, second only to the United States.
That was a good one for Biden.
I'm proud of the work we did, work that has received national recognition for what has been the important work of reforming a criminal justice system and cleaning up the consequences of the bills that.
Yellow Beezy, what's going on?
Oh man, nothing much, man.
Yeah, we sit up here just we doing some debate prep right now.
Oh man,
just seeing how she rolled in a debate situation before, and see what her sensei done did since she's now the great debater. And I know they scared. I know they scared of that. You scared? Ain't no way in the hell. She needs to show us she can debate now. She needs to get her ass somewhere and interview by herself.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to get Tampon Tim to go along with you. So it's like she can't do none by herself. She got to get Tampon Tim on CNN. When it's going to be, tomorrow or Friday?
Right.
Oh, man, tomorrow, Michael Jackson's birthday. My goodness.
Mm-hmm. Gary, Indiana's finest. Yeah. GI representing right here on Provoked Talk.
Much respect. Much respect,
yeah.
GI.
Please believe me. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue with this. We're going to see this style and we want to see this murder that's going to happen.
Yeah. On that video that you've got there. Oh, wait a minute. Does it show me? No, it doesn't. Is there a part in there where Tulsi is speaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've got a short clip where Tulsi just.
But the thing of it is, I wanted to kind of get into this lady's skill set.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. And see exactly how she debates. She freaking sucks.
Oh, man. Oh, Kamala, yeah, she can't debate at all.
That was the only debate that she has done in the presidential realm. And them was lightweights compared to the beast. This is the final boss, sweetie.
Yeah, she's gonna take a beating.
It's gonna be a
this King Koopa on the Mario Brothers.
She's gonna have to do it without a script, because when you're on that debate stage, you can't have a script.
Mm-hmm. I want to know what the rules are now. What are the rules now? Because she shouldn't be able to bring a damn note, and they need to check her ear.
Yep. And that mic cutoff thing really did work in Trump's favor.
Because I promise you, he's going to murder her.
And bring up a lot of stuff. A lot.
Just like I said, it was going to happen to Biden. Exactly how it happened. And it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Biden going to be up there fumbling like hell. I think I want to go back into the live prior because I know I said it.
Here, wait. Before you move on, I want you to see this, and this is what I was talking about. Trump suggests he may back out of September 10 ABC debate.
Okay.
Okay, and so this is what I was talking about. You know, when I asked, I was like, "Well, when do you think the actual first debate is going to be?" Now, from what I understand,
that's a few days ago, though.
Huh?
That was a few days ago.
Right.
They've agreed to it now.
Oh, have they?
Yes.
And so, what were the new stipulations? Do you know?
I don't think there was no new stipulations. They haven't said anything. I need to know.
Hopefully, they don't just have acts on like they did with him and Hillary back in 2016.
Now, this is dated 26 August, so this is only 2 days old.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yep.
You know how much shit can happen in a couple of days, man.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, because I didn't hear about any agreement. I knew that there was some contention that they were fighting back and forth, but I didn't hear anything about an agreement.
Okay, we're gonna find it, cuz.
Yeah, let's look into that, because we need to know the rules and et cetera, because that's the only way.
Yeah, and this is the one where they're talking about, you know, whether the candidates should not have hot mics.
Bull crap.
NBC, whew. They something else, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and so let's see if there's any. I don't see like an update to it or anything yet.
And if people willing to accept the fact that this woman is running from this man but yelling that he's scared.
Right.
Yeah. Well, she's the one that's really scared, so
yeah. We all know that.
People covering up for Kamala. I'm like, come on, man. Tell the truth for once. Oh,
yeah.
I know you can't.
You know, and it's the same people that have been saying for the last 3.5 years that Biden is good to go, and
you're literally lying on this man. That's the problem that I have. That's what just pisses me off. Oh, Trump, he's scared. He don't want to debate, huh?
Yeah.
He's scared.
Mm-hmm.
He's shaking in his boots. This man got shot. Do you think in your mind that he's afraid of
of talking to Kamala?
Are you kidding me?
So they should be scared of him.
They are.
No, they really are scared of him.
It's what is it? Projection. They're projecting.
Yep. Confession through projection.
You scared.
And then recently, Jack Smith. My goodness.
John Smith.
No, Jack Smith. That's his name.
No,
well, his real name is John. He is. That's his moniker is Jack. He decided to call himself Jack.
You need to jack off. That's what.
Hey, here's another tip. He's not a special counsel either.
Well, he ain't Jack.
Right, exactly. Exactly right.
Let's be honest here.
Yep, he ain't Jack. 100%.
And then the fact he got ruled over in his favor. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm. And now John has re-indicted Trump. So, and I think my personal opinion is that the new indictment is because, you know, they don't think the sentencing is going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because why put him in jail? It's a waste of time.
Yeah, because I'm not even sure that they can put him in jail. And you were part of this conversation because remember I said that if they tried to put him in jail, that there was still more legal wrangling to do before that would actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so when Bragg in his last motion left it up to the judge's discretion, it's because he knows that the clock has run out.
Yeah, because Bragg or Alvin Bragg, he and his little chipmunks, they ain't got nothing else.
Yep. Yep. Because I mean, man, because now they have all of that decision from the Supreme Court to weigh against all the bullshit that they tried to snowball him with in the trial.
Mm-hmm.
And so no matter what happens, even if Judge, Nipples there says, "Oh, hey, you're guilty, you're going to go to jail," there's going to be an emergency appeal and then more wickets and more work and, and I don't see where any of that BS that they just did is going to make it through an appellate court.
Yeah,
even in New York.
Sure. Now you got these pulpit pimps, you got the church plans trying to convince people to go for Kamala Harris. There you got these rappers, these entertainers, Little John, posting up at the DNC. I'm like, man, come on, man. We're in an election season. We're in a serious election, and y'all want to play around.
3 out of 4 black people that I talk to, that I meet, and I just have conversations with, are not going for no fucking Kamala Harris.
I don't know if.
I mean, we not go. See, the thing about it is that people know fake when they see it.
Yeah.
And just because you polled and you talked to a few freaking people and you seen a couple posts on Facebook, people ain't tripping off of that. They don't know her. They know Donald Trump.
Yep.
And if you got any type of sense in your head and you can compare and contrast, you understand that 4 years ago your life was so much better.
Yeah, and you got Plies out here telling people, don't question her. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, really. Don't ask her questions. Yeah.
Plies is an idiot, and this is the only way that he can get any type of shine, because his rap career only lasted for about 10 good years before it was over.
Yeah, one hit wonder. That's it. Shawty, that's all. What other hit came out after that? Not one.
Not nothing that charted. Well, Busted Baby charted, but it was because and the songs was off the back of T-Pain and Neo, the songs that was hits. Yeah, so by himself he can't do nothing. So now he got to sit up here and cap for Kamala. And say some of the dumbest crap I've ever heard.
And getting paid for it too.
Yeah.
They all getting paid. You got DL. You got DL Hughley. Then you have Roland Martin with his fat self. And then you got Steve Harvey, who was cool with Trump, but now he capping on the man.
You know what? I don't even think you would have to pay Roland Martin ass.
Cause Roland, when Obama got in office, he got 100% Democrat. It's like these prosecutors, all Democrat.
I'm telling you, every last one of them, man.
The same with R. Kelly. I was watching one of your lives from January, all Democrats.
I'm telling you, you got to look back, man. You look at it, man. It's crazy.
And Donnelly, let's not forget, she's the one that was appointed by Barack Obama. Sure, put all those pieces together.
And the green grass grows all around.
So they, like Joe Pesci, they fuck you with the cell phones.
And in the drive-through.
Yep. Yeah, literally. At this point.
To all them, like all them females are surviving R. Kelly, all Democrats. Because they are the most wokest women I have ever seen in my life.
What people don't even understand is happening here is that somebody trying to seize power. And And it's crazy to me that people don't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a movement going on. Me Too Times Up wasn't no mistake. They made sure that it was easy to demonize any man that you want to, just
Mm-hmm.
by accusation alone.
Yep. Sure.
At the same time that all of that was going on, you had Jussie Smollett running around here and botched what his assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Botched his assignment. His assignment was to get beat up, fake beat up, and say that somebody from MAGA did it.
Of course.
But he botched the assignment.
This is all a Democrat agendas.
It was a botched
Left-wing.
assignment to further an agenda. And gay people are being attacked by MAGA. Trump's a homophobe. And all his people, if you with him, you're a homophobe. You see? See the game?
Hey.
The game.
We might as well be. Shit.
I'm sure you agree with that news. That's the game.
Mm-hmm. Then they try to pull on Tavis Smiley. Russell Simmons, this is ridiculous.
And I believe one thing that I know for sure, and I believe it in my heart, when Donald Trump say you can't get a fair trial in New York, no one can get a fair trial in New York.
Nope.
He knows that R. Kelly is locked up for some BS in New York.
Oh, Trump definitely knows.
If he knew about Fatty Willis messing around with one of the YSL gang members, he has to know about that because that's that's kind of high profile shit.
Fanny pack.
And the man was living in his building.
Oh yeah, Kels. Oh yeah.
And you think he didn't get weird to what the hell was going on and cops coming all in this shit?
And the Savages was going on in this shit too.
I'm serious. You think he didn't get any intel on that? Did nobody tell him, look, there's some shit going on. Cops is coming all up in here looking for R. Kelly.
They know he probably know all the fight that happened in the towers too.
Hell yeah.
They think Trump don't know nothing about that. Oh, he knows a lot.
It's overhead camera footage in the hallway, I'm sure, of that fight.
Mm-hmm. Because Azriel started the whole thing. And then you put Joy in jail and shit. Come on, man.
But you know what? The thing about it is that when it comes to this movement that's happening, this trying to happen, it's a feminist movement to gain absolute power.
Yep, that's it.
And it gets a little deep. It gets to biblical things like pre-Bible or what they didn't tell you in the Bible about the book of Lilith. The woman that was created before Eve, that was created from the same dirt that in the book that Adam was created from. And she wanted to be equal, let alone dominant, and she got cast out of the garden, and then they created Eve from the rib. This is like a Bible story that ain't even in the Bible type of deal. So it's a lot of it's definitely some spiritual warfare going on, but I don't think that it's your average woman that wants to be married and have a family and things like that. And ain't nothing against people that don't have kids or nothing, but it's a certain subsector of people that's radical and they want absolute power.
And I think it comes down to those people, wanting power. They'll use whatever mechanism available to sow division.
Absolutely.
And this is just one of those mechanisms. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you look at the mayor in Dalton, and I'm not trying to dog out.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me messed up because I'm just. It was a show called Dangerous Women back when I was growing up. Okay. About some women in prison, and I'm gonna probably pull up the clip. Of the intro of the show. but dangerous women. And you really got to understand that just, if you want this equality, then you got to bring the man down to your level. And you got to feminize. I sit up there and I watched that lady on CNN literally say that something about masculine energy. So they're creating a beta male.
Yeah.
And what it is these guys that couldn't get none if they tried, unless they had their money or their status, and all they do is go around and pretty much pleasers of women.
Pretty much.
And not saying, and you got to be correct out here, that you don't want to please your woman. Don't ever get it twisted. But, it's basically where you, the house husband, you miss the mom and all that shit. You got some, look, Kamala Harris's husband is completely emasculated.
Yeah, man.
Does that look like an alpha male to you?
Hell no. That look like an in the closet man. He right in the closet.
That's a beta. 1,000% beta male. And you got these men that's wearing buns in their head. You got people like Dwayne Wade running around here with
fingernails,
with fingernails on, and you see what happened to his poor son. So all and it's crazy to me that nobody wants to talk about it, because you can't talk about shit because you got metadata and you got YouTube and you got all of these people that want to block you for telling the truth.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's all it is, because they don't like the fact that they getting exposure now.
You ain't got no business messing with the children, because they're indoctrinating the future is what they're doing.
Yep.
It's absolutely like Orwellian, like 1984.
Yeah.
It's a straight up Orwellian situation.
Yeah, because you got Steph Curry out here. You got Mark Cuban, LeBron James, and all these other entertainers trying to convince people to vote for Kamala Harris, knowing that she's not going to do nothing, and something that she's up against that we believe in.
You know what? And I'm telling you, it's like billionaires all around, though. And you mean to tell me that you're going to stop all of these people's money? No, you're going to select the people that you choose to stop their money. Starting with us. You already started with us.
Good,
the thing about it is, you got, I'm trying to get, people will give you the talking points, and, Trump will clear racist. And I'm like, make it clear to me. I had a friend of mine that I was talking to the other day, and I was like, you literally worked on a boat that he put out in the harbor in Gary, Indiana, and you had a job because of this man.
Exactly. They want to bring the auto industry back to America where it's supposed to be.
Now he pulled out of Gary for his own reasons, because he's a businessman. And when you see the stuff that ain't working right, then you have to make sure that you get it all the way together.
Yep.
You got to make sure. So at the end of the day, it's like you're looking at all of this situation, and it's, and it's never a knock on a female trying to be, independent and things like that. But at the end of the day, men need to stop not being men. Stop being a fucking beta male. Get the paint off your damn fingernails.
And stop being a man. Shit.
Stop letting freaky females do nasty shit to your butthole. And then when you go to jail, you let some grown man do it to you too. Stop all of that. Be a motherfucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Be a man. Because that's why shit going left. Because there's a whole lot of bitch-made people running around here. And that's a fact. Bitch-made ass beta men. I see man buns. I saw a dude in a store with one of them little man bag bullshits on, like the little man purse crap. And I'm sitting up there like, damn, as a man, I feel like if you can't fit that shit in your pockets, you don't even need it.
Yeah.
If it can't go on your waist or in your pocket, what is you even doing with the shit? What you got some tampons in there?
That's what they make, cargo pants for.
Yeah, man, a woman in Arizona just got arrested because the stupid ass mayor of Surprise, Arizona, whatever the name of that city is, got arrested.
He didn't want her to talk. And the crazy thing about that was a rhino. I ain't gonna even call it a Republican.
We got a lot of rhinos.
He was a piece of garbage for doing that to that lady.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, everybody deserves respect. But people need to understand that there is a natural order of shit. And ain't no way in the hell I'm going to send Kamala Harris over there to talk to Putin. I'm not going to send her over there to talk to Xi Jinping. I wouldn't send her to talk to the person at the bank. I wouldn't send her nowhere to talk to nobody.
Because she can't handle those people.
But how in the world are you doing your first interview out the gate in 2 days? Now, tomorrow, which I might end up going live for that shit. How you going to do that shit and then you need a person next to you done already did a bullshit interview with?
And there's going to be a lot.
You already did some bullshit where he was interviewing you, but now you want to go ahead and do a interview with Dana Bash interviewing the both of y'all. We want to hear from you. Screw him, because it's obvious the vice president don't do shit because you don't do shit. So what I need to hear from him from? Why? Why?
Exactly, because ain't no way in the world that if you're going to be a president of the United States, you're supposed to do it alone.
Tell me
Donald Trump.
Tell me what the hell I need to hear from him for.
Yeah, like Trump and J.D. Vance, they do their interviews separately.
They do their own damn thing. And I'd rather hear from J.D. Vance than hear from this dude. I want to ask you, since you decided to stop in, what gives you the audacity, sir, to put tampons in a boy's bathroom? Where they gonna put it?
Because, you got some trans women
where
that
they
be
gonna
now.
Put it? Where's it going?
I don't even want to know.
And is it ain't gonna help us pay our bills? I mean, come on now. We all
since you decided,
no, but you paying for those tampon boxes.
Sure, I'm not. Fuck that. Man, fuck them tampons. That's a woman's thing, not a guy thing. You
decided to bring your goofy ass up in here. We don't even. I wouldn't ask some shit if I was Dana Bash. I ain't nobody asked you a damn thing. Why are you even here?
And these folks at CNN knows this.
Trump,
they allowing it.
CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS. He don't even care. You scared to go on Fox. One spot.
Yep.
You scared that he'd have been to all your spots.
Yep. Sure, he got Donald Trump. Got Trump that went to a memorial service for these soldiers. Kamala and Joe were nowhere near around, and we all know why, because it was on their hands.
I don't, and see, and that's why I know it's an attack on the alpha male. Trump.
No, it's just bending the knee to the woke idiots.
But think about it. Look at the woke. Look at him.
Yeah, he's just a robot, dude.
You gotta understand, but you have to understand who they are. These are the people, like I said, that the only way that they could get any type of piece of ass in their life is to pay for it.
But I'm glad we're weirdos.
It's to pay for it. If they got a hot wife, it's because you got a good job doing the George Jetson every day. These people, these men that just, overly want to please women and let women dress them like the Dwayne Wades of the world. Letting this woman have him in capri pants and nail polish and shit, and then his son turns into a trans. And I'm sure he's voting for Kamala Harris. I'm certain of it.
Whatever. I mean, you're still talking about less than 1% of the population.
But at the same time, you have these people that believe this way, and it can run into a lot of people. Like I said, I talk to people every single day, and I know good and damn well that I talk to a lot of black people because I want to know how black people feel. Ain't capping for Kamala like that. You got a few idiots. I got a couple dum-dums on Facebook that I see. But not, or on Twitter that I see, or on whatever platform that I'm on that I see. But as far as black people, it's not what people think it is. They're going to be surprised. It's people that ain't even talking about the shit. And the ones that's talking probably ain't going to even go vote for Kamala.
Not if they're paying attention.
They're probably still at home. Sad to say. But at the end of the day, what we got here is we got the alpha male and you got beta males. And the way that you can conquer anything is you have to weaken the man. That's what the Willie Lynch letter was all about. You got to feminize. You ain't even, if a woman decide to be a lesbian, you ain't got to chop nothing off of her.
I just don't even know where this is going, dude.
You got to understand.
Understand what?
Don't do me like that, News, please.
I don't know where we're going.
Literally what this is the battle that we have right now is the fact that a lot of women want to be in power. That's
just one of the issues, though.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of those issues. That's the issue that I'm addressing.
I get it.
Because you got, like I said, you got the Fannie Willises of the world. You have the Letitia Jameses of the world, the Kim Foxes of the world, the mayor down there in Dalton, that I said her name and I can't remember it now, in the world. All of these, and it's sad because it's a lot of sisters, but it's crazy because the women's lib movement literally took the ire of black women in order to advance their shit back in the 70s.
But it is just another mechanism used to sow division.
But I think that it's an attempt to flip the gender roles, man.
I agree with that piece, but I don't even think that is even as big of a mountain as the racial division that they're trying to sow, because you have a lot more people, a lot larger percentage of the population who are susceptible to that kind of division, where you really only have, a very small percentage of the population that is actually, into the whole gender swapping kind of deal.
And I truly don't think that it's working as much as they wanted to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's backfiring on them. And I think, like Jesse Smollett, like you were talking about before, he threw a spotlight on it. He threw a spotlight on it.
They both had on MAGA hats and all of this shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, and when I listen to it, I'm like, man, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, in the middle of the fucking night, you get encountered by two MAGA people, and they know exactly who you are.
Yeah.
Two MAGA white folks that probably ain't never, hey, Empire, what the hell? No way.
And and the thing of it is, that mechanism that he tried to use, to sow division, and he's just another one of those, shill activists that believes that, whatever means are necessary are justified so long as we
do
get to
you
the
know
end.
how weird the shit was with him? Like, he ended up getting arrested.
Yep.
Kim Fox recused herself. Then the next thing you know, the Obama started calling, and then the police got pissed off, so they had to go ahead and charge him again. He went to trial, got convicted, made one of the most ridiculous scenes in the courtroom I've ever fucking seen before he walked off. And then 6 days later, they let him go because of the
I'm so
people
glad that
he was a part of some of the mind manipulation that was about to happen, and somehow it was so lame of a thing that people found out.
Yeah.
People was like, wait a minute, that's bullshit.
And you know what's funny is that, he couldn't have been all that great of an actor to begin with, because until that whole incident, I had never even heard of him.
He's a better singer than he is an actor. Definitely.
Yeah, I had never even heard of him. I was like, what is a Jesset Smollett?
His sister. He made it in there into the acting game and into the business off the back of his sisters.
Yeah.
His
Who's
sisters
his
were
sister?
Journey Smollett and I forget there's another one, but they were like actors in like a lot of
Journey was in Eve Bayou when she was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know her either.
She was in Roll Bounce. What was the Tyler Perry movie? Temptation. I think she was like a Nickelodeon.
Oh, really? See, I never watched any of that.
Yeah, so but she was like, she's like a B-list actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you this.
But she's a very pretty one.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you this, man. We're in a spiritual warfare.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like I said, there's a lot of women out here that is out here to get power by any means necessary. And like some of the stuff that we've seen has been so emasculating and toxic femininity. It's not toxic masculinity, but now it's toxic femininity.
Yep. And God created man first for a reason.
Like I said, I respect any woman, man, that want to. If you want to do it by yourself, go ahead and do it by yourself. But at the end of the day, I don't think, and trust me, I can name names of people who I can see, because Ricky Lake, I could see her as a president.
Oh yeah, and you got
what's her name? Not Ricky Lake, Carrie Lake.
Carrie Lake.
Called her fucking Ricky Lake, like the talk shows. Ain't that about a bitch? But anyway, she is very, very presidential, and she is a very common sense thinking person. And people hate you for that. People literally hate you for the truth.
Mm-hmm. Same with Tulsi Gabbard.
She's another one I could see.
Mm-hmm.
She has I don't know, she got a real interesting way that she talks, man. And it's like, yeah, I feel you. Makes sense. Fair enough. And like I said, she really know how to. I'm telling you, she's literally coaching Trump on certain talking points that she knows about her, because I don't think she got everything off, because she said she only had 8 minutes, the total debate. She knows shit about Kamala.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Look what happened. Somebody said her name 3 times.
Oh shit, man! Oh shit! Oh my goodness!
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I promise you, I'm an alpha, man. Oh my goodness, man! I don't take no shit from nobody, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, I had to make myself that way, because I grew up in a single household up until I was about maybe in my teens. So a lot of stuff that I was supposed to know is was late in the game. I didn't get the opportunity to, you know, and females don't like if they ain't. I don't know. It's just something missing because you don't want to be an emotional wreck as a man.
Yeah.
You have to
This
lean
is
on
this is wild.
you have to lean on logic. You have to lean on common sense.
Amen.
You know, and
Because that's
you
what's
have to,
lost.
right, and because you got a lot of people telling you to shut up.
Mm-hmm. Like Kel said, use your common sense.
You know, and it sends something through me every time Trump said we are the party of common sense. And I'm like, the first time I really heard that and it really resonated with me was when R. Kelly said it.
Yep.
Like, use your common sense. You know, and it's a very interesting situation that we in right now, man, because like I said, all of this stuff is connected and I have to follow it through as the story flows because Lil Woody and the YSL situation in Trump all connected through Fonnie Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Trump and R. Kelly is connected directly through Michael Avenatti.
Oh, yeah.
It's all connected. You know, whether it be a spiritual thing or even a political thing. Who's yet to see? Who the hell knows? But all I know is that when they really want to get you and they really want to shut you up, it's interesting out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody, even for Trump. He was out here on, that was some street shit that happened to him at that rally.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. It might have been somebody perched up with a rifle, but hey.
Yep. I'll say this, man. This whole indictment thing is going to fall apart. And they don't even know it. They just...
And Trump sat down with Dr. Phil. And he sat down with a few other people that I haven't had a chance to watch. He coming out with so many videos. I can't even watch them. Oh, it's too many. Like, this dude is out here. Like Kamala said, you know, I'm out here in these streets. No, you not.
He out here in these streets.
No, you not. You know, you ain't pulled up on nobody. You ain't pulled up on CNN. You ain't pulled up on ABC. You pulled up to a couple of rallies.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. Thomas walks it like he talks.
You got to bust it. I mean, it costs to bust people in gas high as hell. You might feel it now. You might feel it now that you got to pay for buses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we done spent $1 million on the last rally on buses alone. No shit. Yes.
Sure. This heifer talk about walking like he talks it, please.
Miss Love Unconditional and Miss Nisimo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But honestly, Kamala don't stand a freaking chance in this debate.
Not one bit.
I wish the shit was on FanDuel. I gotta have me some money. What's going on, Love Unconditional? How you feeling? You all right? Need to see more. What's going on? Yeah, so you know what it is that we truthfully, we just got to get out here and vote. Seriously.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, as soon as I get my ID replacement, I'm getting out and vote, man.
Those are the things that's important. And people tell me, well, your vote don't count anyway. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that, man, because like, y'all keep saying that every 4 years our votes don't matter. Yes, it does. That's our voice. That's the way that we get our voice heard, and you see what really matters.
But they do matter. They do matter because I would say that the black community don't use they vote like they should. They just vote automatic.
Mm-hmm. And they vote Democrat like they always do.
Automatically.
Because half of us out here in California, half of us out here are Republicans.
But automatically, and then on top of all, they throw a light beer at you because that's all that Kamala Harris is she's a light beer. She's not. She ain't got no gusto. Matter of fact, non-alcoholic.
Because she been drinking and shit.
You know, and the thing about it is with the mentality is, oh, she black. No, wait a minute. She black. Even if she got a drop, do you realize that you're saying some of the most racist shit ever?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the mentality of the slave owners and everybody back in the day. If you got one little drippity drop, y'all don't care how yellow you are or how good your hair is, how straight it is. If you got any black in you, you black and you ostracized from being a white person. That's what that was all about.
Yep, and you got this damn fool named Gavin Newsom passed the bill that allow illegal immigrants to get a home.
Houses, man. To get a house. We talked about that earlier too.
And I'm like, come on, man.
150,000.
I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell?
But the thing about it is, you talk about a drop, and that's one of the most racist things ever. And now black people taking it on to say, well, she black, you got a drop in her. Look, man, get your life together. Because the percentage is in the low numbers.
Yeah, and some of these black
folks, of how much black she got in her. I'm gonna be honest, it's in the low number. It's in the low numbers.
Yeah, and some of these black folks, man, are so ignorant.
And people really need to see through the Maybelline. See through the Maybelline. Because she ain't born with it. It's definitely Maybelline. See through it. You'd be surprised at what you see. There's some pictures out there. Go look.
Yep. Because this honeymoon phase gonna be over. It's almost over. And
just imagine what's gonna happen to her when she get to dealing with the stresses of a presidency. Right now, she having a party. This is fun. She's the candidate of joy. I need you to be the candidate of some policies, boo. That's what I need.
Yeah, because
and not Trump and not Trump's.
Yeah, because that's what she be stealing them from.
Now, I'm gonna put some money and build a border wall. What?
You in the office right now. Why
because
can't you do it now?
You're getting embarrassed at that border.
Because the people at the border is like, we didn't endorse her.
You're getting embarrassed at the border. It's crazy.
Sure, Trump go visit the border. He ain't even president yet.
Been down there a few times.
And this to show you what a true leader is.
If Donald Trump only cared about himself, he'd be on an island somewhere.
Like Joe Biden at the beach, laying down.
He'd have been there put his money with Elon Musk and try to figure out how to get the hell off this planet that y'all finna blow up. How about that? If he was all self-serving and about himself, the man done got indicted, impeached twice, shot. And you want to peddle this fake, this absolute loser in front. I'm talking about last place. Last place trophy in the Democratic Party. You ain't got to vote. You're still in last place because you don't do nothing. They call it a do nothing vice president. I'm talking about the left. For years, we've been like, dang, where Kamala at? We ain't seen her.
They've been doing this for 60 years.
She had that one appearance, but she made sure she been doing her deep knee bends. Because when we was at that State of the Union, she was getting up, jumping down, getting up, jumping down. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, her knee game is nice.
Because, man, Trump is putting out some great policies, man.
But it's been a smear campaign from day one.
Mm-hmm.
They started. How quickly did they try to impeach him when he was in office?
Sure.
Didn't they try to impeach him immediately for something he did or said?
So they tried to impeach him in 2018 and it was around 2017, right?
Yeah.
First year in office, they want to impeach him already. It's crazy.
Yeah, they had that lined up before he even took office.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
These same people, man, this whole dumb crew, man. And they all got to go, man. I'm talking about AOC needs to be up out of that thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before she becomes somebody's senator, man.
Yeah, I can't believe she won her primary.
Yeah. And she not even really that qualified. She's not really good at her job.
It doesn't matter anymore.
And she didn't do anything for anybody in her zone.
In Bronx. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, these people need to be in jail, man. They trying to put the man in jail that did everything, and it's crazy.
Shoot, too many haters.
I promise, man.
That's all it is. It's too much hating out here for one man who done good for this country. No wars. Brought all the soldiers home.
Heck, yeah.
I mean, it was peace in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
We really did not have any problems. We was able to buy groceries for like $90. Now everybody got to pay like $200.
Right.
Because of these ridiculous prices.
All right, so before we get into any laws, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I don't have any more videos or anything like that. I do want to let you guys know that if anything does happen tomorrow of any significance, blah blah blah, that I will go live. I will go live. So we never know what's gonna happen with Lil Woody. We don't know what's gonna happen with Donald Trump or who going, because he got rallies tomorrow and things like that. So you don't never know who might pop out and say, "Hey, I'm with you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta need to catch up on Barry Cunningham, see what he been.
I ain't even like the heifer no way, type of ish. So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I ain't got too many people in the chat, so I can shout y'all out. Shout out to Patrick that came in early. If you're still in there, I love and appreciate your support. Nisi Mo, of course, and Love Unconditional. And it looks like that's about it. It was a light chat, hot conversation, whatever, but we're going to get up out of here. I do appreciate y'all. Once again, shout out to Puppetgate. If it's your first time in, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you join me on all my platforms, which we have YouTube, Twitch, we got X, we got Rumble under Provoked Thoughts or Provoked Thoughts Alive. Just look me up and I'm in there. So we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Might be a little early, but it might be the thing to do. You never know. Say what you got to say. Get on about your business. So on that note, I appreciate you, noobs. I appreciate you, Yellow Beezy. And we are out of this thing.
Peace.
How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit. It's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these these youngers pull their pants up? How long we gon' keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gon' keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.